IONQ is a stock that I believe has the potential to 10x over the course of a few years. And for those of you who are new to this company, I just want to give you a quick background on them, and I'll then provide some interesting information that people who already know what IONQ is might not be aware of. So I think this will be a video for everybody. And I also want this video to act as a sort of information refresher about IONQ so that you guys can quickly get an idea of what this company is and why I think they have so much potential. And then at the end, I'll get into a recent update with IONQ that came out a few days ago. So IONQ is a relatively new company to the scene of quantum computing, but it also holds the crown as the very first pure play in quantum computing to be publicly traded. And IONQ first announced plans to go public earlier this year, estimating that the company would be valued at around $2 billion when the deal closed. And this is actually a company that used to trade under the ticker DMYI. However, the merger is now complete with a SPAC and it's trading under the ticker IONQ. And the CEO of IONQ, Peter Chapman, says they expect to raise about $635 million with an additional $132 million in outstanding warrants. And of this, $350 million will be raised through a private investment in public equity, or a PIPE. And listen to what the CEO had to say in regards to cashing out.
This was not actually a liquidity event for us. Most people, when they get to an IPO, they're thinking about how they can cash out, but there isn't anyone actually cashing out. We just thought of this as a means to an end on how to raise money.
So essentially, IONQ is looking at this as a way to fund their research and the company. And IONQ itself was founded in 2015 by University of Maryland College Park professor Dr. Chris Monroe and Duke University professor Dr. Junseng Kim. And IONQ specializes in what's called trapped ion quantum computing. And here's what shareholders and future shareholders of IONQ need to understand. When I say that this is a relatively new company, the amount of research that has gone into this business definitely hasn't been. It's actually taken over 2 decades of research to be able to actually build this company up. And IONQ's overall goal here is to basically create more insanely powerful computers than those currently available, and then apply that technology to solve difficult problems. And the cool thing with IONQ is that they're offering their services through the cloud, which means, let's say you're a small startup tech company that wants access to the power of quantum computers. By being able to access IONQ's quantum computers through the cloud, this means that any company can gain access to this power. Without having to actually install the insanely expensive quantum computers on their own premises. And since it announced the IPO in March, 2021 has actually been a pretty banner year for IONQ. It's landed partnerships that will help further explore the real-world applications of quantum computing with businesses like Goldman Sachs, Google, and Accenture, to name a few. Now, when it comes to tech advances, the company launched what it says is the industry's first recognizable multi-core quantum architecture, as well as a type of computer chip known as evaporated glass traps. And I know that's a pretty interesting name for a chip, but I'll keep it $150. All you need to know is that this is an incredibly powerful and fast chip that's capable of processing information at a much faster rate than a standard computer. And as the company moves into the new year, Chapman says that IONQ will actually be expanding into drug discovery, material science, and battery industries. However, he noted that the possibilities with quantum computing will offer plenty of new and yet to be discovered options. And this is really exciting to me personally, because it seems like with quantum computing, the limits are seemingly endless when it comes to the type of industries that this could help.
Every day at the company is fun. You have a customer that's doing something that has never been done before,
Chapman said.
It's a pretty exciting place to be.
Alright guys, so with that said, what's the new update with IONQ? Well, IONQ has now become the newest member of the University of Maryland's Quantum Startup Foundry, or QSF. And this collaboration essentially builds upon a partnership between IONQ and UMD to accelerate their cutting-edge quantum technologies to develop a thriving quantum ecosystem for the region. And when it comes to the QSF, it offers both landing and launching spots for quantum computing companies to connect other businesses with large government contracts for technology validation. And basically what this means is there's going to be a potential to pave the way for IONQ to build early relationships and gain access with new and interested customers who want to add quantum computing to their tech stacks. And if we look back in September, the University of Maryland and IONQ also established the new National Quantum Lab at Maryland, which they call QLab, with an investment of nearly $20 million from the university. And basically, this lab is going to provide access to commercial-grade quantum computers to UMD-affiliated students, researchers, and partners across the United States. And if that wasn't enough, get this. IONQ also received a 2021 Innovation Award from the Association of University Research Parks. Essentially, this is an award given for technological breakthrough achievements that have the potential for a positive impact on the economics, health, or just the general welfare of humanity.
The world's most complex problems require the world's most innovative solutions, and that's what we set out to create with IONQ,
said Peter Chapman, again, the president and the CEO of IONQ.
We're honored to receive the Innovation Award as it marks an exciting milestone for our quantum community and for our partnership with the University of Maryland, where College Park is truly emerging as the Silicon Valley of quantum.
So yeah, guys, this is what I love to see. IONQ is forming new partnerships, giving students and scientists access to quantum computers for research, and working with new organizations that'll help them build relationships with potential new customers. In my opinion, I know IONQ still has a lot to prove, but this is a company that is currently doing everything right. And in terms of the actual stock, I'm not seeing this as a good day or swing trading stock. This is 100% a speculative growth company that I believe has the potential to highly reward investors who buy and hold far into the future. So yeah, guys, that'll wrap up the video. Thanks as always to those of you who made it to the end, and I'll see you next time.